Hi, this is JB with PayHOA, and today I'm going to speak with you a little bit about the organizational settings module in PayHOA. So from the dashboard, you want to look up in the upper right-hand corner and click on the gear icon, and that will take you to the organization settings page. So the first tab that opens on organization settings is just the general information about your association. So your name, your EIN, or sometimes what's called the tax ID number. That is important to put in there. An email address that's specific just for your association. The organization account ID, this is your PayHOA ID. So this is important sometimes in finding your organization, or if you use the lockbox feature, which I'll speak about a little bit later. The sign up link down here, this is if you are onboarding new people into the association, you can have them sign or scan this QR code, and that will grant them access to their account. Or you can copy this link and then you can include that in a letter or an email, and that will direct people to the sign up page so they can access their addresses account in PayHOA. Also over here on the right hand side, our lockbox service, this is where you enroll in the lockbox service. If you're not an Alliance Association Bank client and you want to utilize the lockbox service, that is a PO box where a paper check or a bill pay check that an owner is sending can be sent. This is where you enroll in that. This feature costs $2 per check received. Again, not to be confused with the free lockbox that our Alliance Association Bank customers have access to. The fee setting is where you can either choose to absorb or offload both the credit card and the e-check or ACH fees. And then you can include the association's mailing address and payment remittance address. Now there's two boxes here. Again, if you're utilizing a lockbox, the payments remittance address may be different than the association's mailing address. The Preferences tab, there's a lot of great information here. Under modules, this is where you can turn on or off certain things that everyone has access to, all of your owners, whether they're administrators or not, in the module preference. So you can turn on the member directory, you can turn on forms, turn on or off calendars and surveys, and those types of things. Under the lock profile fields, you have certain fields that if you don't want people to be able to change them, such as deleting their phone number or deleting an email address, you can make those fields locked so they cannot be deleted or taken off their profile. You also have some administrator controls here, and then here is really the important part, email preferences. I always advise you to turn on attach PDF to mailed invoices. So this is when an invoice is mailed to an owner. It attaches a PDF with it that looks like a professional similar to a professional credit card bill or a professional invoice. It also has a payments remittance slip at the bottom. So again, if you're utilizing a lockbox, that's a nice feature to have that saves you from like printing coupon books like we used to in the old days. This is also where you can turn on reminders to go out as a invoice is coming due, or if they're past due, or if late fees are added. You also have a couple of options here to turn on if you want late fees paid before a current invoice can be paid. You can also choose if you're on cash or accrual accounting here, and the dates that you want prepaids to go live. So this is a very important page, especially as you're getting your association set up. Lots of options to turn on or off to make it work right for your group. The billing tab, this one, I don't think a lot of people notice this, but this is where your PayHOA subscription, so the monthly or annual cost that you pay to PayHOA to use our software, this is where this all takes place. So the bank account that you are paying from, either a bank account or a card, you can change that payment method here by clicking Add Payment Method, and then you can see your different payment types to pay your subscription will be listed here. And then this is not a great example because this is our test account, but your subscription history is going to show you either month by month or year by year this is what you've paid PayHOA. Again, so these are the things that would be included here would be your monthly or annual subscription. If you are sending bill pay checks that cost $1.50, those would be recorded here. If you're doing mailings through our mailing service, those costs would be registered here. So if you ever see a line item that says PayHOA charged you something, coming to the billing tab in organizational settings is where you would find what that specific charge was for. Bank accounts, again, this is not to be confused with the bank account that is paying your PayHOA subscription, but the bank accounts tab are going to be all the different bank accounts that you have linked in PayHOA. So this could be your operating account, your reserve account, your CDs, your outside investment account, all of those types of things. So you're always going to be able to see the routing number and the last 4 digits of the account number here. Under actions, I can push the 3 dots, update. If my credentials have changed, then I can update those here. If I want to link the bank account with an online banking presence, I can click that and follow the instructions here. If it's a reserve account and I don't have it set up as a deposit account now where dues could be sent to, then I can make a current account a deposit account. Below that, you'll see bill pay bank accounts. Again, if you want PayHOA through our bill pay system to send a bill pay payment, then we have to link that specific account that you want those bill pay payments to come through. And you can do that by clicking Add a Bill Pay Bank Account here. The next tab is Permissions. And a lot of this can be done. I would recommend doing permissions over here in People, and then choosing the person, and then clicking on permissions there and assigning specific permissions. But here is another place that you can do it. Tags. So we use tags a lot, specifically in invoicing and communication. And there are tags for units, and there's also tags for people. And then you can also see there's tags and violations and different submissions. So this is where you can come and set up your tags. You can give them a specific color. You can do all types of automation here. So you can add tags here. Custom fields. Again, this is, especially when we're setting up a new association, if there is data that you have been tracking in a spreadsheet or that has been tracked by a previous management company, and there's really no, and that needs to be kept, but it's not something that, you know, is changed every day, then custom fields are a great place for that. So an example is if you want everyone's license plate, then that there could be a custom field for that. Or where you store gate code keys or pool pass ID numbers. All of those things can be done in custom fields. So under organizational settings is where you set up the custom field, and then each unit profile or people profile then would have that box or some type of area for you to enter the data that relates to that custom field. The last thing is activity log, and that's just going to give you a breakdown of recent things that have happened in the account, so you can just see have charges being created, were things deleted, just have an ability to go through that and see what any recent changes have been made. So I hope that that helps with your understanding of the organizational settings. If you have any other questions, be sure and reach out to us here at PayHOA. Have a great day.